going that fast in that area. You definitely weren't supposed to be.
Probably in the bay, like.
Yeah, exactly. If you're doing that around the area, people are resurfacing, diving. I don't think they go out massively too far for it. This is.
I think so.
This is. It got to the court case anyway, where he was done for culpable homicide, sentenced for 2 years and 10 months in prison. He was allowed to pay under Mexican law a fine of 1,000 pesos.
Fuck off.
Which is 63
Yeah, I was going to say
euro.
that's under 100, yeah.
Yeah, in lieu of a prison sentence.
Get the fuck out of here, Mexico.
That's fucking mental, Mexico. That's not even my Mexican story. More Mexico after this.
Fuck. Mexico is a prime fucking player in this podcast, isn't it?
So he was ordered to pay $2,000 in restitution to the family. Again, absolutely fuck all. Now, a lot of
Costs
people
more than that to get the fucking body home.
Yeah, a lot of people said that it wasn't the employee driving it at all. He took the hit.
Oh, could be, yeah. Look out,
Took
sir.
the hit, yeah. So that is, for me,
That's dirty.
it's not murder, but it's definitely not an accidental.
What do they call it? Manslaughter.
Manslaughter, exactly like that.
Wow,
That's
manslaughter.
an extremely fucking sad story. Like that really is. I have a lot of time for Kirsten McCall. I really like her voice.
That's no fairy tale. That's
You had to get one in. I'm going to do this to you. Next, me look bad, and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so that's fuck you. What's your next one?
Grimness. The grimmest, I think, so far.
I want to see you making jokes about your own one.
I will. The joke is in the title of the song. So it's a band called House of Freaks.
Oh, yeah.
You know this song.
Yeah, I do,
If you're our age, you know this song. This is like one of those kind of 1990s fucking MTV college radio songs. So the band's called House of Freaks. It was a two-piece band. The song is called When the Hammer Came Down.
Right, here we go.
All right. So,
what's your man's name again?
his name is Brian Harvey.
Brian Harvey, yeah.
Not from
E17
Brian Harvey, no. The OG Brian Harvey. So, House of Freaks were a two-man band from Richmond, Virginia. And they done really well. I think they put 2 albums out. It's this weird mix of kind of folk rock and blues and that generic 90s kind of alternative music that was doing the rounds. They weren't a million miles off like the Pixies when they were being a little bit faster and heavier. The band, they broke up and I think they done stuff together and they went off, done other stuff. And I think the two lads kind of remained friends for a while. But this is real fucked up. So one day,
this was a violent one, wasn't it?
Oh, fuck me, man. So the drummer, like I said, it's a two-piece band. The drummer is driving by Brian Harvey's house one day and sees smoke coming out of it.
Okay.
So he calls 911. Cops arrive and they find Brian Harvey, his wife, and his two young daughters killed.
Oh, I didn't know there was more than that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
4 of them in the basement, right? They had bags put over their head. They were killed with hammers, and then they had their throats slit.
And you picked that song?
Yes.
I mean, it'd be hard not to be fair. I'm gonna get...
Let me link them up. Like now, they were killed in what was known as the 2006 Richmond spree murders. The 2 lads that done it killed 7 people in total.
Looked like they were kind of based on the BTK jobbies.
I don't know. It was 2 lads, and basically they went around for 7 days for an entire week, just killing people.
Loads of people, like
7 in
fucking
total.
hell.
7 people in 7 days. So, and that's not like it's not one a day because Harvey's family was 4 of them, so there was 3 more. Now there was a woman indicted as well that was involved with the 2 lads. She might have been sentenced some of it up, and it's famous in America as one of these weird. They call them spree murders, but 1 or more people just ends up for no apparent reason, just gets it into their head that they're going to do some robbing, but it'd be easier if they just killed the people.
Yeah,
they can take their time then, and
despite the fact that they had them in the basement tied up and they were not going to do anything to stop the robberies. Yeah, no, those scumbag killers.
Yeah, like apparently they killed Brian first. I think they killed him, and then
a bit like Brian Wilson from Beach Boys, actually, a little bit.
Yeah. I think
now,
they
when he was young.
killed the daughters last. I think they stabbed one of the daughters like 7 times or something like that. Like
robbery is just a fucking bullshit story about this.
Now, apparently, when they were interviewed afterwards, they admitted themselves. They were like, it just got out of control, and at one stage we didn't even know. Like, we knew we were doing it, but it was completely unnecessary. Like they knew, like they didn't seem, they're absolutely mad, but I don't think they were psychopaths. You know what I mean? Like I know. This, like when you read the interview,
what the Dickens are you talking about?
When you read the interviews with the lads that committed the murders, they know they done wrong, and they feel like they weren't even, like they knew. How do I even put it into words? Like obviously, I'm not defending them; they're the worst people, but they felt like they themselves knew that they were out of control. But it was almost like they had to keep out controlling each other, you know? So it had to keep getting worse and worse. So it got so out of control that after they fucking tried to... I don't even know whether anything was missing from this house. And they tried to burn the house down. They lit fire. I think to try and cover their tracks. Hence the drummer seeing the smoke and calling 911.
Right, yeah.
It could have ended up... Like, it could have been a fire, and those deaths were just masked. We never would have known. I don't know.
Stab wounds and
it depends on what's left.
Yeah.
It depends on what was left.
Yeah,
you know,
I think they can get that, but yeah.
More
but
than
that's what they were thinking.
I think exactly. Okay, like that's they're so wild and out of control. So they just fucking set the house on fire and run. But yeah, they killed 3 more people within a 7-day period after killing Brian Harvey and his family, and the whole thing is just completely unnecessary. Like you said, robbery is one thing, murder is another. But to like use one as an excuse for the other, and to wipe out an entire fucking family, and someone who like musically had a lot going for him as well. Like he was working with producers, he had a couple of solo albums out. I think he was working on another solo album. Like this song is very good. I kind of forgot about this song, and then I listened to it and I remembered it. I didn't remember all of it.
Is this their big song?
This is their big song, yeah. I think they have one more that's pretty big, but this is the one that you would have heard way, like Beavis and Butthead era fucking time, you know. But that's Brian Harvey, the band was House of Freaks. But yeah, him and his entire family killed in their basement with hammers, knives and plastic bags.
Fucking horror.
The fucking most horrific. Right, who's next?
Next one is Selena Quintilla Perez.
Okay.
No, not Quintilla. Quintilania. I find it very hard to pronounce anything because of
your shit education.
Shit. No, I was terrible at it.
Your shite Irish education.
Quintilina.
Okay.
Let
me see. I'm going to read it upside down. Quint. I can see. Where is it? Quintanilla.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
It'll do.
She was like an absolute Mexican superstar, and so she's like singer, songwriter, spokesperson, model, actress. You know, when they in Mexico they have all of it, shebang, and they just market this person as because they are talented at all of it. And fashion designer, and that kind of comes into it later as well. She was called the Queen of Tejano Music, and she is genuinely one of the most popular people in Mexico. I didn't know much about her until it's kind of a weird story. The reason I know of her was, do you remember Arrested Development, the TV show?
Yeah.
About 10 years ago, or whenever that was coming out, they had a Mexican TV show in that.
Like a telenovela, whatever.
Called L'Amor Prohibito.
Yeah.
And I remember Googling...
Forbidden Love.
Yeah, I remember Googling that before to find out, like...
Is it real?
No. Just like, there's a few funny scenes that I wanted to reference, and then this is the first thing that came up. And she has a song called that, a massively huge song in Mexico called that. So it was kind of like... I remember years ago kind of thinking, oh, that's kind of mad, clicking on the links going, oh, Jesus Christ, that's kind of crazy. So, she had the boutiques going and they were going really huge. So our family hired someone called Yolanda Saldivar to manage the boutiques.
Yolanda Saldivar.
No, I got that one. That's an easy one. If you go over a certain amount of letters, even no matter how many times I practiced it before the podcast, I'm still going to fuck it up.
The problem is you practice it in your head and then what comes out your mouth is completely different.
I like to think that that's how my life works.
Pretty much.
Most of the time. She's hired to do to manage the boutiques. And she's not very good at it because she's a mentalist. And a lot of her family are coming to see her going, we're losing a lot of staff members. She's firing everybody. She's not getting on with anybody at all. So Selena, being the nice person she is, decides to hire her as her agent.
Great move.
No.
Solid move.
So her family are still, by 1995, going, you need to, like a year later, you need to get rid of her. She's not a good person.
Yeah.
She's losing you massive amount of money. She's like, no, she's a really good friend of mine, and I really like having her around.
She's my best, though.
I think she thought that she was part of her success it was musically she was getting even bigger then at that stage, and she was like, no,
she's a part of
muse
her.
or a part of don't want to mess around with that. The family then started getting phone calls from the fan club saying, we're giving all this money to the fan, we're not getting anything back at all, we're not getting anything. People from the boutique are saying money is gone missing as well.
Fuck.
So she still didn't want to like kind of break up friendship with her and stuff like this. Like, so this is obviously someone who's just feeding her bullshit the whole time. And the family are going, also, she's weirdly obsessed with you. Like, there's some of the stuff that she's coming out with and saying is just be really careful around this girl. So what happened was she finally went, right, I'll talk to her. She went, I need for the courts and all the people that are asking where this money is, I need to get the documents off you as to where this money went.
Paperwork me.
So just before, I think wasn't there a hearing or something like that? Let me see. This was a hearing where she had to put up documents, and your woman said to Selena, she goes, I can't give you those documents. I got raped. I can't do that. And she went, really shit. Okay, so she brought her to the clinic and all that stuff like that. She really stood by her through all this stuff, even though there was just waffle coming out about where she was basically trying to hold off.
It's treading water.
Treading water. Yeah. So finally, she went up to meet her in a hotel, and the mentalist Yolanda pulls out a gun on her, shoots her in the back as she's running away.
Fuck.
Yeah. So the it hit her shoulder, you would think maybe okay, but once it hits an artery, bled out. Yeah. Unfortunately, instantly and stuff like that. She tried to escape and stuff like that, but the police were already, from the reports, already on her.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why she'd be getting watched like a hog if she's involved in something like that.
Maybe our family were like, so there was 3,000 people outside the hospital. She's huge. Like, this is genuine. Like, I know we don't know much about her. I didn't know much about her. Like, absolutely stumbled onto that by absolute coincidence. She was convicted in 1995. Saldivar, obviously, for first-degree murder, sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years, which would be in 6 years' time.
All right.
Hope she doesn't. Although, this is another one of those ones where that's a massive mental illness. Yeah. And less of an evil, even though she was
It's just broken person.
Embezzling. Can you use embezzling on a smaller scale like this? Is that?
It is embezzling.
It is embezzling.
100%, yeah. Even fan club stuff, it doesn't matter. You take a $5 out of the till, you're embezzling. Like.
Yeah. So the song I picked actually was Dreaming of You, which is a really, really good 80s pop song. So she had that crossover of just Americanized style pop music as well. I was going to put L'Amor Prohibito, but it's one of those difficult Spanish songs, isn't it? Well, you know me and Latin music.
Hurts. Some of it hurts.
It's not my thing. I don't understand the language. That is a really sad story about someone who this girl seems like a genuinely lovely person that tried to really just go, no, she's a friend of mine, you know what I mean? But eventually that's going to lead to
bringing somebody in under your wing who just fucking literally
stabs
you in the back with a bullet.
The level of obsession is one thing, but stealing is different. That's a kind of different kind of sort of meanness as well. So you can be obsessed, and what was going to go on was she knew she was fucked. And she knew that Selena was going to go, you're fired, I can't live anymore. Yeah. And it's more like, if I can't have you, no one can.
Well, think about it this way. If Selena herself said that, like, I need this person, she's part of the reason why I'm doing so well. And even if that woman was, like, on a decent wage, she's seen what Selena is making from all of her different endeavours. And if she's involved...
superstar.
Yeah, but she's involved in some way in all of that. Like, she's gonna want more. She thinks she's like, I think that almost everyone put in a position like that. I'm not saying they're gonna murder somebody, but I think that anybody put in a position like that is gonna look at the person they're helping to make millions while they're on $1,000 a week or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna see them. Oh, I'm going off on my fucking yacht for a week to sail around Barbados, you know, can you foil that paperwork while I'm gone?
Yeah, that could be,
You're going to be a little bit
You're not on the same level
exactly.
as me.
And especially then, you want to be up there with them to a degree. You're not the talented one. You're in the support role, you know, but you mix that in then with some good old-fashioned fucking mental illness.
This is what happens when you get, like... Now, I don't know when she was hired for the boutique, whether she's a super fan at that stage. Yeah. I think she was. I think that's how you get in and stuff like that. But running that losing a massive amount of money for her. She was firing staff levels. They had to reduce the amount of places they had because they were losing staff.